I'm Todd Grisham, and welcome inside the Lighthouse Theater. And what a night and what a fight we expect this. Terrence, they're coming up against the...
This bout is scheduled for
one of the hottest tickets around. It's standing. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. That jab doesn't find a home. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Catch and shoot. A straight right just misses. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. We welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
You're getting everything tonight, and you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses, because you're going to be so transparent, all laid out there.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Swing and a miss with the jab. How about that time counter shot? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
the fight's not over yet.
Here we go, it's round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A high-octane battle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Those counter punches have to hurt. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. Beautiful counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? When are we going to see a jab from these two? They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. No secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance.
Get your mind back on the chair.
There's the bell for round three. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Jab misses. Nope, that uppercut does not score. Good counter punching. They miss with the jab. Nice counter. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously...
Go back out there.
There's the bell for round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nice job to block that uppercut. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They exchange punches. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judge.
Get back into it.
Here's the bell to start round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punch. Just misses right uppercut. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Well done with that counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two.
Here we go in the 6th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. This with that jab. Punch, counter punch. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Just missing with the uppercut. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest.
Focus on what you're doing.
Here we go, it's round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Perfect counter lands. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes... Whoa, wait a minute! Crawford in trouble! Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Beautiful counter shot. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This fighter expending a lot of energy. Hold that thought! And the myth has been stopped. Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot! You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.